Hi kids, it's Teacher Queenie Cantor, your science teacher.
Hello kids, we are now again on our lesson 4 in science. So here we have the title of changes in matter. So for today children, we're going to learn about the different changes in solid, liquid, and gas. And please open your book on page 37. Again, please open your science book on page 37. The pictures show how solid paper changes its size and shape when cut into strips. But no matter how you cut the paper into pieces, the particles of solid are still there. So it will remain as paper, but it will just its size to smaller pieces called the strips of paper. So we have here children another example. It is the changes in solids, specifically to the leaf. So the solid leaf changes its shape and size when crumpled. So as you can see here, the leaf was crumpled by the child, but the particles of the leaf remain even if it is crumpled. We have here another example of changes in solid children. Okay, so specifically in the glass. So solid glass was broken into smaller pieces and changed its shape and form. So however, the particles of the glass remains the same, no? Even if it is broken. Proceed to the next page of your book, that is page 38. So we have there another changes in solid. So once again, other changes in solid. So when I talk about changes in solid children, these are the solid matter that can change its shape and size by tearing, crumpling, breaking, pounding, burning, cutting, and folding. So those are the different changes that can occur in the solid. But we have here another changes in solid. So the first one happened here in the eggplant. So as you can see in the picture, the solid eggplant changes color when boiled. So the violet eggplant, so when you cooked it, you can see the brown pigment of the eggplant when cooked, right? And the next one, we have here also the other changes in solid and when it comes to the leaf. So when you burn the leaf, children, what color appears to the leaf? So as you can see, it changes also its color. From green, it turns to brown. So this picture shows a burned leaf. So the leaf changes its color when burned. So the color of solids can be changed by boiling, just like for example in your eggplant, and by burning. Okay, so let's proceed to solid changes to liquid. Children can also change into liquid. The very good example of changes of solid to liquid is the ice. Okay, so the solid ice cubes turns into liquid water when heated. Okay, so kung mainitan ng ice, children, it will turn into water, which is your liquid. Okay, so the next one right there, children, is on page 39 of your book. Again, page 39 of your book. So you have there another solid changes to liquid. So the ice, children, in the bowl, as you can see, can also change into liquid form. So ice cubes melted when soaked in water. So that is page 39 of your book. So again, the ice cubes melt when it is soaked in water. So it changes its form from solid ice cubes to liquid water. So nagatunaw sa children. We have here another example, children, of solid changes into gas. So earlier, we have discussed about the changes in solid, the changes of solid into liquid, and now solid can also change into gas. So you have there an example of the naphthalene balls. So these are the solid materials, children. So when this solid materials is exposed in the air, it will disappear and evaporate. So it changes its form from solid naphthalene balls, and then it will evaporate when it is exposed in an open air, and it will turn into gaseous form. Therefore, from solid, it will become gas. So that is an example of solid changed into gas. The next one right here, children, is the burned wood. So look at the picture, children. The wood changes its color when burned. And when you burn the wood, it will emit smoke. And smoke, children, is a gas. Tandaan ha, smoke is gas. That is why when you burn the wood, and that it will change its color and it will emit smoke, which is an example of gas. So the next one right here, children, is on page 40 of your book. Again, please turn the pages of your book on page 40. So let us know the examples of changes in liquids. We are done with changes in solids, right? Now let's proceed to changes in liquids. So liquid, like solid, children, can also change. Nagalain man sila. So they change its form into liquid and gaseous states. So for example, here in our picture, as you can observe, the liquid water, when put inside the freezer, it will become an ice. So liquid water changed into solid when placed in a freezer. So the freezer is a cool place. Cooling changes liquid water into solid form. So when you cool the liquid and put it inside the freezer, which is super cold, then what will happen? The liquid will become ice. So this water will become ice, and ice is an example of solid. That is why it is called solidification. Again, what do you call the process of cooling changes liquid water into solid form? Especially when you put it inside the freezer, it is solidification. Okay, so that is changes in liquid. And we have here also changes in liquid in the form of gas. So our water will evaporate. So water parts of the earth evaporate in the form of water vapor when heated by the sun. So as you can see here in our picture, you have there the water from the ocean, the moist from the soil, the water from the lake. It will go in the atmosphere in the form of evaporation, and then it will form clouds, and it will condense, and it will undergo the process of precipitation. And precipitation, children, it can be in the form of rain and ice. So as you can notice, the rain will go down and will go back again to the surface of the earth and to the lake. So that is the cycle of water. Next is we have here another changes in liquid. So again, that is page 41 of your book. Again, that is page 41. So changes in liquid, children, you have there a kettle. So water turns into steam when boiled. So notice mo, kung nagapabukal ka sang ininit, may nagagwa nga asu. Okay, so it turns into steam. So liquid water changes into gaseous state when heated. So that is how the water or the liquid changes its form into gas. And the last one we have here, the water cycle. So the water cycle is an example of changes in gas. So when the water parts of the earth evaporate in the form of water vapor and it will reach the atmosphere, it will condense, or it condenses and change its form into liquid water again. So in the form of rain. So gas changes into water by cooling. So again, this is an example of changes in gas. So that's it for now in our changes of different states of matter, children. You have there your changes in solid, changes in liquid, and changes in gas. Before we end, children, you have here an assignment. So please answer page 41, that is 1 to 10. You can do this. And test yourself on page 44 until page 45. So that ends our lesson for today, children. See you again on our next lesson. Goodbye, keep safe, and God bless.